Lee Jones here from Hotspawn, and I'm joined by Keiko after TL just beat Fnatic in quite an impressive fashion as well. Just talk me through that 13-1. First of all, kind of how big is it to not only beat Fnatic but just do it so dominantly as well?
Um, I would say that it was we prepped a lot for this map pick, and there was some really good work from the coaching staff behind the scenes that made it possible. I think as players we just followed, and we did we executed on the plan pretty well, I would say. And yeah, I think it was a great game plan for this week for us. And yeah.
Sure. Was it a bit frustrating that they got the one map? Like, what was it? What was the reactions like when it was looking, like realistic that you might literally 30-0 them?
Um, I think that I mean I remember the last round. It was just like whatever. We always 13-1 teams. We never 13-0 them for some reason. We always choke one round. And yeah, I think we just kind of accepted that fact. We've 13-1 a lot of teams, just never can get the 13-0.
Yeah. But it also felt like quite significant, like just to have beaten Fnatic, especially I think given the season where you guys have like clearly been a top team in EMEA, and it kind of been like it almost feels like the benchmark of like Liquid and the one or two teams above them are like the top pack. But you guys kind of felt like that benchmark, but then couldn't quite do it against whoever ended up being the winner in the respective stages so far. So yeah, just what does it feel like? Like, what do you think the importance is of getting a win like this against Fnatic, who kind of are generally had been thought of as the strongest team in EMEA at the moment?
I think with Trex joining, I think it upgraded us a lot. We got a lot of new ideas, a new play style, new identity as a team, and yeah, I think that with this, it's just like I think we've finally proven that we're gonna make it to we're gonna try to become the best in Europe at this point. I think that today we finally found the synergy since the Trex came in. I think we are lacking a little bit of synergy with the team, and a lot of work outside of the server had to be done, and a lot of work in as well. I think that it definitely took a bit, but I think this win gives us a lot of confidence in that like we can be the best team in Europe,
Yeah,
and yeah.
definitely. And I think I'm right in saying that's locked first seed for you guys in that group as well.
Yeah.
Is that something that was like on your mind at all? Is that like is that nice to have, or is it just kind of just focusing on the wins?
It's nice to have because I think if we're first seed, we win one game and we're in Paris or something like that. I think we're in like the upper bracket, like just one. I'm one in front,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think it's a nice security to have. Just get one win away from Paris.
Yeah. Try some mad stuff next week then.
Yeah, we'll see what we're doing next week. You'll see what we're playing.
Exactly. I wanted to ask about playing with Nats as your IGL, um, and just kind of what it's like playing under him, because he kind of feels a bit unique in the IGL capacity in that he kind of is more focused, and he said it before as well. Like he kind of finds like the leadership, like like general overall leadership as like the most important aspect, more so than actually like making calls and deciding stuff in game. And obviously like his speeches and things that he does always get rebroadcast, and kind of everyone knows he's this like great motivator. So yeah, just what is it like your experience playing under him as an IGL in that kind of unique way?
um, I think definitely with the speeches, we had new players coming at the start of the year in from a bunch of different teams, and there's a lot of nerves on stage. I think everyone kind of saw that at the start of the year. We weren't playing great. I think like the confidence and like the way that he like lets us. I think there's a lot of freedom in the team, so there's a lot of trust from one another. So yeah, definitely, he's like a he's like a leader and you listen to him.
Mhm.
So it's a good thing to have one direction, one idea that everyone wants to follow and not be split up. Everyone wants to do their own thing. So it's good to have that main voice, anyways.
I wanted to ask a bit about tier two, like mainly with where we've seen this last week that Gentlemates and Apex, it's confirmed that both of them are going to be relegated, since neither of them will make playoffs. Obviously, Apex, your former team. Um, And I just kind of wonder what your general thoughts are on that kind of landscape at the moment. Because I spoke to Penny last week or the week before, just asking kind of generally like how he feels as a player coming from tier 2 into tier 1 and that level, like any difference in level. And he kind of felt that actually the difference in skill isn't really much, and he seemed to think like there's probably loads of tier 2 players that could slot in tier 1 and would do, would do the job just fine. But then obviously you've got
Yeah.
those two teams, the two non-partner teams are both rock bottom at the moment in their groups. So there's clearly something going on there. Just what are your kind of general thoughts on that as someone that's come from tier 2 and it's obviously been a success story for you?
I definitely think that tier 2 is easier. I think there's a lot of players that I think everyone in tier 1, if they went to tier 2, would absolutely farm. To be honest, I think that's everyone in tier 1 is the best in the world. I would say, in most of them, anyways. I would say, Uh, and most players who were in tier 1 this year, for example, key players who came from tier 2 to tier 1 this year, like Comeback, he absolutely farmed tier 2, and it's more about it's more about how good your team is. I think there's a lot of players that are good in good teams, and it's a lot to do with experience in tier 1 as well. So there's a massive experience gap being on stage. I felt it last year as well, definitely being like acclimating to like tier 1, being on stage, playing in front of people, not being at your like home comfortable, no pressure and stuff like this. But yeah, I think there is a big gap, because I think everyone in tier 1 is the best of the best, and like most people from tier 1 were playing in tier 2 and were absolutely farming, like Profek, Lowen, Magnum was farming in Apex as well, and Comeback. Yeah, everyone farmed tier 2. Like everyone's good. Everyone's like the best from tier 2 that are playing in tier 1. So it's just the same. You're playing against the best of the best. So it's like
Yeah,
it is harder. It is harder than tier 2. There's definitely a lot of farmer teams that you just absolutely farm stats on in tier 2, to be honest.
fair enough. Maybe just to round out towards the end here, I've interviewed Benji and Boaster this year, and with both of them I had a few UK related questions,
Yeah.
which I thought I'd try them out on you as well. I'll just rattle through a few of them with what time we've got left. First one of the most kind of controversial ones in the UK, just Marmite, yes or no?
No, hell no.
No,
No,
in
not
no
a chance.
circumstances.
Marmite. No circumstances I will ever eat Marmite again, bro. That was disgusting the last time I tried it. I could not handle it.
Not bad. I don't mind it. Anyway,
Okay,
just
sorry,
a
sorry.
little bit on toast, but I couldn't eat a lot of it, to be fair. Not like I've seen some people
Yeah.
like lather it on, and yeah, not in
Nah.
that way. Not in that way.
Ugh.
Best flavor of crisps.
Um, cheese and onion. It does make your breath stink, but it's like very like it's a nice flavor. Oh, prawn
Yeah,
cocktail's up there as well. I'll be honest.
yeah.
Prawn cocktail's top 3.
I think cheese and onion. If I was younger and it's like summer holidays, mum's not home, no one to make me lunch. Cheese and onion crisps in a
Yeah.
sandwich as well, like the most trash thing. It was so good. What's your Nando's order?
Um, is it half is it half butterfly chicken with halloumi sticks, peri peri chips, and that's it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Good. Good choice.
Halloumi sticks is the most important thing for me.
Yeah, for sure. Ribena or Vimto,
Vimto. Yeah.
if you say so.
Farming Vimto. Oh my god, bro. It's bringing back memories when I was a kid, bro.
Ketchup or daddy sauce?
I've never had
Or like
daddy
brown sauce. You have brown sauce.
Oh, brown sauce. Oh, ketchup. I
Yeah.
don't like brown sauce too much.
Me neither. Maybe one more. In an English breakfast, the baked beans, should they touch the other stuff or not? Like, do you try and keep it separated, or you like mix it all in with the beans, which some sickos do?
Mix it all in. Mix it all in. Why not? You're eating it anyways.
No. I've gone off you there with that one, Keiko. Sorry.
Okay.
That maybe one more quick one to redeem yourself. What would be your go-to meal deal?
BLT with cheese and onion and a Fanta orange. Oh no, Sprite. Sprite, my favorite.
Decent choices.
Yeah.
No complaints. Well, yeah, there we go. That's all we got time for, Keiko. Thanks very much. Yeah, congrats again on the win today, and good luck in the rest of stage 2.